Hello, punters, and welcome to the Leg Up Australia. I'm Sam Wood, he's Pat Allendorf, and he's Blake Johnson. Boys, we have massive news. We've joined forces with Punt Club. How good's this?
It's going to be a great day. I can't wait for it. Stradbroke Day, best day in Queensland racing.
We're taking it on. It's the Leg Up. What's it called, Pat?
The Winter Punters Paradise Podcast.
It's the Winter Leg Up Punters Club. $20 shares, buy in, you get involved in the Punters Club for Stradbroke Day. We are going to tear it apart. We're going to smash laddies.
Hang on, maximum 50 shares at $20. So you can buy $1,000 worth of shares.
Oh, I'll have to do some of the family in there then.
We're that confident the Leg Up purchased $1,000 worth of shares. Because we're going to be taking Ladbrokes to the bloody cleaners.
Heavily invested.
We'll do we like Blake said, we're involved as well. We'll also do a member survey, an email out the day before, so we can get your opinion on quaddy legs, best bets, value bets. I'll kind of look after all that kind of stuff. It's going to be an absolute cracker. We're going to do a live stream on the day as well for Straddy Day.
Mate, this is bread and butter for us. This is absolute bread and butter. This is why we got this started in the first place, to punt with your mates, to punt heavily with big units.
Oh, thank you.
And to win massively.
We want 100,000. We want to turn that into $1 million. That'd be nice.
Yeah, well, they said, I was reading through the terms and conditions, and we can win up to 50k per bet. So it's a pretty good hold for laddies. They're going to take us on.
I reckon they're going to come to the party on a few things as well. Maybe around that.
I bet they shit themselves when I start backing.
I reckon we're going to be the most successful Punt Club has had with this thing. I just have a feeling. But it's going to be a good day. Paddy, we're going to bring you up to the Gold Coast. We'll be here at TLU HQ. We'll do a live stream. I suppose a few beers will be on the cards.
Oh, a couple of schooners.
Yeah. Are we going to have any?
We'll have a special guest. We will, 100%. Okay. I'm not sure about that yet, but we will.
Oh, watch out for me at the airport. I'll be like Nash on Kementari.
Well, just
going for inside
people through the fence. Just let me on. Let me on.
So the Punters Club reached out and said, put something together. I'll run it, obviously.
Well, I'm team captain, mate. So you'll have to both probably put your bets through to me on the Friday night, and I'll approve them or disapprove them.
Oh, here we go. A little bit of power. You give him a little bit of power.
But the email did say Blake Johnson.
It does.
Captain.
It does. Just run it by me first. I'll let you know.
Why were we called and other? Who did you say our nicknames were? Other.
Well, I wrote
that
actually.
Names of people punting on the day.
They put that through to me the night before, and I approved it. So.
Oh, here we go.
Just like you guys are going to do with your bets.
Well, do you know what? I hope you give a good captain's knock on the day, and I think you will, mate. I think there'll be some big bets and some big wins going on.
I can't wait until we're down to the last race. We're having 50k on one. That'll be nice.
Yeah, how good's punting with a few extra zeros on the end as well?
It is. It's exciting. It's going to be exciting.
A little bit of lead in the pencil when it comes to that kind of stuff.
You'd be shaving a couple of zeros, Pat, but...
What, are you talking about my head?
I'm talking about...
You're shiny. Can we discuss your... You're in the outdoor studio today, are you? You just get that extra glow.
Well, mate, I was sunbaking just before.
Oh,
I was just having
good.
I was just having a happy sunbake. I had my quarterly shine up, just a bit of a spruce up on top. And, I just thought I'd put a bit of sun in what's left of my hair. So it goes
why are you outside?
A bit white like Eminem.
Answer the question. Why are you outside?
Why? Oh, they've locked me out at home. I can't believe it. They just locked me out. They threw me out with my podcast gear and said, "Do it out there."
Your forehead is coming in very hot today.
I know. I got the light set up on it. It feels like a bit of a tanning salon going on out here.
Well, you need your leg up hat on. Don't worry, my forehead would be coming in hot too if I didn't have
I was going to say, Blake,
where's your leg up hat?
The kettle calling the pot black.
Yeah, I don't think you could. Yeah, the forehead thing is just leave that.
Maybe we'll do a few challenges for the lead up on the Punt Club
Yeah,
Dave.
we will. Hopefully they let us on.
So that, we'll get a few stitch-ups going on. Maybe I'll end up wearing that stupid hat of Mug Punters.
What stitch-ups you going to do? Like
American
Rosso or whatever.
We'll do some stitch-ups, mate. Don't worry about that. We're capable.
I can't wait, mate. There's going to be a few things organised here. It's going to be a big day. I reckon there will be a few sherbets had on the day too, so I can't wait.
We want to kind of... I like kind of this setup. Like, I want to have us all, but all in one room. I don't know if we get like a streaming company to come in or whatever.
I reckon we should get a venue, put 2,000 on the bar, and then we'll get people to
Why
come.
don't we get a wig?
Invite them
What about
in.
a wig company? We're going to wear funny wigs.
Yeah, that'd be good.
What a suggestion. The Leg Up Australia in partnership with Punt Club and Al's Wigs present to you Stradbroke Day, the Winter Hunters Club Challenge.
Oh, nice
That
wig,
is the
would it?
dumbest thing I've heard. Mate, I'm the only one here that doesn't need a wig. I need a haircut.
Yeah, it
show
is
off.
sad when you got
Show
the best hair.
off. I'm sure you have some really good hair, Sam Wood.
What's with the American accent used to have been given me since we got into this?
I don't know. We'll get to that a bit later on.
You guys have had a private joke without me. I don't like you two talking.
We do have a group
between
without
yourselves.
you.
We
We
had
have
a
a
little
conversation without you.
We call
No,
it a
you
group.
don't.
It's just
No,
us
you
two.
don't.
We call it a
group
It's just us
chat.
two. Usually I just text Blake and then he texts me back within 3 weeks.
Yeah.
He's what's that guy? Tim Ferriss. He does the 4-hour work month.
Yeah, you get the
But he does that with his replies.
I would get quicker replies sending replied paid envelopes to him.
Kayla, everyone, leave me alone. It's the 3rd Tuesday of the month. I have to reply to text messages. 4 hours is done. I got through as many as I could. We still have a huge show to get through. We've got You Cannot Be Serious coming up. We've got Overs or Unders, the $100 strategy. We have the Blakebook files. We're going to look at the straight 6 down the straight at Flemington. Wow, what a spectacle that must be. The Goodwood in South Australia. Morpheville pumping out a nice little race, surprisingly, and the Doomben Cup. Let's see if we all tick the Zaki box or the anti-Zaki club. So, shall we rip in, fellas?
We should rip in.
Let's do it.
Pat, can you tell the neighbour's dog to shut up? We've got to get the show going.
I actually think that
Oh, that's bloody Coco.
that's
Coco
coming
the
from
guard
my
dog.
house.
Oh, fuck. We need a
hang on.
studio.
Is that Coco? Oh, no, it's Kayla. She's doing the barking dog man.
She's entertaining Sammy.
She's got friends over. She goes, watch this. I always bark in the background of the show.
Who let the dogs out?
Stitch up.
Girls, give me
all right.
5.
Be serious! That ball was on the line. Shark flew up.
Paddy, get us in and around your You Cannot Be Serious for this week. What are you spraying?
Oh, this is a massive You Cannot Be Serious this week. And I don't know, you can come at it from 2 sides as well. It's the old Verry Elleegant getting taken off Chris Waller by Brace Solowski. I know this guy has some great horses and he's obviously very smart to get as rich as he is. But to question the great man, the great Chris Waller, the best trainer in the world, to say, okay, Chris, I see you've got a plan for Verry Elleegant overseas, but I think it'd be better if we take it off you and give it to someone else to get the job done. I don't think it's a great decision. Only time will tell, obviously. But to obviously, firstly, have the money, but also the balls to make that decision to take such a good horse off arguably the best trainer in the world and say, I think it will do better not with you, with someone else's plan. I think that is a massive You Cannot Be Serious. I can't wait to see how it plays out. But what do you think, fellas? I reckon it's probably going to be the wrong move.
I think she'll get lapped over there anyway. But I actually don't know if that's correct. I think Waller told Bray that he should retire the horse.
No, he did have a plan for it going forwards overseas. And I think with that plan, he said, I think it would be better staying here. But here is the plan if we do go overseas.
Okay.
And Bray said,
I'm going to give it to the Frenchman.
Firstly, he said, great teeth, Chris. What a set of choppers. And then he said, maybe we've got to get a little bit away from those choppers.
But look, if we do take it to Europe, I would be chomping at the bit to get over there and train. And he said, that's what I'm worried about. It's going to the Frenchman, Gerard Depardieu. He now trains it over there. What will they be? Have they discussed the races they will be aiming it for over there?
They did.
Number one up to Triumph, isn't it?
Arc, right. It can win the Arc. It can win the Arc.
I don't know if it can. Not without Chris Waller. I think this was a quirky horse that they turned into a real professional, and it's probably got to go and start again. And it's a horse that's got to get its mental side of its preparation right to really fulfil its potential. So I think it's a massive risk, and yeah, it's.
I didn't think we'd be seeing this. I have to say, old Chompers Waller as well has handled it with complete class, and he's just had a horse taken off him that's essentially, changed his life. Like it's.
And
I'm not
he's
sure
used
if it's
to
the
taking
best ever horse he's ever had. I'd say, well, I mean, apart from Wings, but Melbourne Cup, and it is a life-changing horse. He has. He's handled it so well, I suppose. So hats off to him for that.
Well, he's probably used to taking them off other people. He took that off.
Doesn't mean you're used to it.
What's his name?
Taken off you.
He took Willie Mason's teeth off him. He's taken a few. Wait, if you haven't seen Willie Mason's choppers, get that into Google, boys.
As the sun just come out, BJ, you got the sun cracking through your blind there, and Paddy, your face has just gone up an extra 45 UVs.
Yeah, it does when I talk about Verry Elleegant.
That's true. It is. It actually brings a lot of spark to all of us. I wish they didn't send her overseas, or I wish they.
I would have loved to have seen her go to another Melbourne Cup and try to
Melbourne Cup, and then that's that.
Break some weight carrying records, and then. But yeah, I guess if it wins an Arc and then goes to one of those Northern Hemisphere stallions,
I think that would be the plan, wouldn't it? Maybe she's just going over there to be retired. She's going to be over there anyway. They would have sent her to a Northern Hemisphere sire, you would have thought anyway. So
she's only rising 7 too. So I guess there's that feeling that she could put in another massive prep, but I don't know that she can do it without Waller. But good luck, lads. Good luck, Bray. You've obviously got some huge
on your Bray. I think did a few owners get out because of this? I know some owners just got out of her, but
I've no idea, Sam.
I'm not too sure, but I hope his nuts are as big as Waller's teeth. I think you.
Okay. And just before we wrap up, let's just get one more Waller teeth.
Yeah. Any more teeth, Jake? You got huge teeth.
One more. Well, look, let's rip into these feature races right now, because there's some freaking great races on this weekend. We're going to start with the straight 6. We're going to go to Flemington. I was interested you boys put this one up that you wanted to pull apart. So we've got a beautiful day at Flemington on Saturday. 16 degrees, 16-kilometre winds.
They'll be out there in T-shirts.
Good fall.
That's something different.
They'll be rolling the sleeves up. And yeah, race 7, 1,200 metres. It's the Hilton Nicholas straight 6 listed race. Our current favourite with Doomben, of course, $3.45 front page. It's our time at $3.70. Ranting at $9.50. Current $10. Regards Marie at $17.20 is the best of the rest at the double figure odds. What is this race? I don't remember this race. Is this a new race, or when you said straight 6, I assumed there was only going to be 6 horses.
6 furlongs, mate.
Oh, that makes more sense. Why are we doing a straight race at Flemington?
I knew where you were going there. I knew where you were going there. I didn't know why.
I thought they had to be like in slots, like in lanes. Just a 6. That's it. Just a drag race.
Are you doing your tips this week, Woodhead?
Yeah, I'll do it. Whatever you want. I'll throw a few in.
Actually, funny you said that, Pat. Funny you said that because we've had some feedback on the page about your tips.
I've heard about this.
No, we had a bloke message the page. He must know you, Woodhead. Have you ever heard a bloke named Mason Cox? You ever heard?
That's why the American accent.
Have you ever heard of a bloke named Mason Cox? He sent us some feedback.
I love big cocks.
Well, I don't know if he's a big fan of yours for some reason, but
because he's an avid listener of the show.
He's not a big.
I wish that was true. It's amazing. Cox is a Collingwood player.
Yeah,
he's a 7-foot tall Texan.
He must know.
He wears glasses. He's a bit like Horace Grant.
Went to school with him or something like that, but he sent through this message.
All right, hurry up! Come on!
He knows a lot about you.
He sent through this message.
Did he, BJ? We're going to listen to it?
Yeah.
G'day, Sam Wood. I hope all is well. Mason Cox here from the Collingwood Football Club. Now, I know you're a massive Collingwood fan, but you also are massive into horse racing, and you've got a podcast, The Leg Up. And apparently, according to this podcast, Blake and Pat are a hell of a lot better at tipping than you. You're really dragging along. You're bringing everyone down. You're losing people money. So this is a bit of a pump. You can do better, in all honesty. And it's a long way to go from where you're at the moment. But things can turn out. Wrist strike, Kentucky Derby just could have won you maybe a lot of money. Hopefully you put the tip on them.
Oh.
Very doubtful. I'll be honest with you. This is a bit of a pump up to say, do better. Just do better, mate. Do your research. Figure it out. Be one of those guys smacking the newspaper against his leg or wherever it is in Australia. Just be a better tipper. It's not hard, man. Blake and Pat are not that good. You can do it very easily. Just do your research, brother. But just want to say all the best. Love what y'all are doing on the leg up. Keep doing your thing. Keep having fun. And hopefully, we'll be able to see you at a game soon, legend. But all the best. Good luck in the tipping, legends. And we'll speak to you soon.
Big fan.
Oh, how good is that?
Big fan.
He knows a lot about
you. Not a big fan of you.
Yeah, but I have to say, he did give you two a quick whack on the way out too, which I like.
The newspaper against his leg.
Like you Australians do. Oh my God! So what is this? Hold on. Is this a paid thing? Like where
No, he'd reached out initially to ask about the Collingwood podcast.
Yeah, he was upset. He said him and the Collingwood boys have been waiting around for the next episode of the Collingwood podcast. They're all subscribers,
or the first episode even.
They still haven't gotten one.
They're all subscribers.
We're doing a lot of prep for this first show. It's 2 years in the making. Wowee! That's not honest, is it?
That's honest. He messaged us on the page. He's not happy with
Just
you,
a voice message. He's one of those guys that does voice messages too. He doesn't write them.
Mate, he bloody went on a bit, didn't he? I'm glad he didn't write that. It would have been an essay.
So
I was like, Mason, we just asked for the $100 strategy, not the bloody...
So what? So he follows it and you've asked him to pop me or something?
Yeah, I just hope you've done your research this week because he's not happy.
I have not.
Sorry, Mason.
Sorry, Mason. I know.
Sorry, Mason. Oh, wow.
Well, I
was actually watching... He just had a good podcast come out with Dylan Friends, which is a top potty. And, oh, yeah.
Well, he did say that if you're not tipping winners, he's going to get some of the other boys from down there to contact the page and give you a good spray.
Oh, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, there's a few.
I'll keep going the way.
A few Collingwood players that listen to the show.
Oh, that's all right. If the biggest football club in the land has got our name in their mouth, I can't complain. I was a happy man. Well, that is unbelievable.
Why don't you kick us off?
That's why I don't believe
your research.
Yeah, why don't you kick us off with the straight six, where six of the best horses run down the straight.
So, I like one of these 6 horses. I like Serious Suspect. I reckon the market's missed it here. 10 starts at this track and distance, straight down the straight. It's had 3 wins. It's had 3 placings. Paddy, is this the one you're talking about during the week that you think the market's missed also? Because it's a silly price for that kind of experience here. It's 21. Top Spot's got over $21, and I think it's about... I want to get a place price as well because it's a nice bet, I think.
Get that into your Coxie.
Hope you guys like that, Coxie.
Do your
Suck
research.
on that.
Do your research, Sam.
That's good research, Sam.
That is lucky because I did one.
I'll let you go first, Blakey. I've got a $16 thing here. I just want to see if it...
Is that coming from me?
You guys keep going. I think someone's doing it. This is it my wear.
Okay, well, straight six. I'm actually pretty keen on one here, Paddy. I'm going to be having something on front page. I know his favourite, but he was outstanding winning at Wagga. He sat on a really good speed and he raced away from them. He was first up off 30 weeks. Last preparation, I know he had a setback. They had him in the Kosciuszko and then he had to have plenty of time off. So he's 48 weeks between runs. And it took a couple to get him back to his best, but he ended that preparation with a second to Lombardo, and he's got an outstanding win down the straight. So 1,200 metres at Flemington, absolutely up his alley, and I think that Wagga win was a win of a horse that we could follow. So I'm with front page, and I think that he does start shorter than his current quote of $3.40, Paddy.
I just thought at the $3.40 it was a bit under for me, so I went looking and I found Regards Marie, the number 3. It's hard fit. It's boasts a victory over Lombardo 2 starts ago. It's won its last start beating Buffalo River over the 1,400 metres, come back to 1,200 metres down the straight. I just think this horse is flying at the moment, and I'm happy to be with it at $16 at a good each-way bet.
Sorry about that before, guys.
That's okay.
I'll try and edit it out. Some fucking bogan decided to sit straight out of the front of the warehouse and do a big burnout.
Burnout?
Yeah, Pat's the one that's outside, yet I'm the one that's getting the background noise of people doing a burnout. So, BJ, did I hear correctly? You're with front page. I actually want to
Might have been Mason Cox.
Cox is here. Cox is here. BJ, you're with front page.
I'm with the favourite. Yep.
I want to discuss that price in overs and unders a little bit later. If you want to just mark that down as well. And Paddy, with Regards Marie, which has also brought you a nice
$16
win on
this
this.
horse.
Yeah, and I'm going to take Serious Suspect as an each way bet as well. So very nice. Can't wait to see those. We're on half the field, so let's get into the Doomben Cup. Do you want to do the Doomben Cup? Let's go into the Goodwood after that, or
Yeah, sure. That sounds good, mate.
Well, obviously, we've got to talk about Zaki in overs and unders, when to take the price, if it's worth taking. But we do head to Doomben. It's the 7th race on the card, 2,000 metres, Group 1 4X Doomben Cup. It says it's going to be 21 degrees here. It's saying it's going to be a heavy 8. We haven't had any. Did we have any rain on the coast here yesterday, BJ?
We haven't had any rain for the last couple of days.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we're going to cop it tomorrow and possibly Saturday. So they are saying a heavy 8, which I'm not sure if that will
That's
sit
the current
with the,
rating. That's the current rating. So if we cop rain tomorrow and Saturday, we'll be getting into a 9 or a 10.
I don't reckon that is the current rating.
That's the current rating, yes.
Oh, okay. We'll have to... Well, I'll look that up. Zaki is our favourite at $1.50. That's the best price I can see with... Well, it's coming up with Ladbrokes, but I'm sure a lot of them are offering that. The Chosen One, so the Kiwi horse with Opie Bossom on board at $29. Colding, 61s. We're not in market order here. Zaki is $1.50. $8.50 is the second favourite, Polly Gray. Huda at $12. Kukaracha at $13. Great House 19s. Coventina Bay 26s. Like I said, the Chosen One $29. Maximal 29s with Nash on board. Colding and Estifeni. The Hungarian horse rounds out the bottom of the market from Matty Smith. Boys, how do you see this race playing out? Do you bet around Zaki? Do you leave this race alone?
Well, I've been a Zaki fan since day dot, obviously.
Okay,
so
I don't believe that.
this race is pathetic.
He's been a closet Zaki fan.
It won. Look, as much as I've been a part of the anti-Zaki club, this Doomben Cup is pathetic. The only horse that's going to beat it is Polly Gray. That's if they force them all to swim in a pool. But it won this race by 7 lengths last year, when it was arguably not going as well as this year, and also the field last year was a lot stronger, I think, than this year. So it could panel them. This might bring me back to margin betting. The only thing that could even them out is obviously if they make them swim.
I love it when you say you're going to get back into margin betting as well. It never fully works out for you, but
you know there'll be a story next week if I get back into it. They'll never just be like, "Oh, mate, I nailed that margin bet." Did you see that?
We can talk about Zaki and overs and unders if you want, BJ. But tell me how this plays out and how you play this race.
Oh yeah, I think Zaki's the one to beat. Obviously, he'll go straight to the front. Control the race, and he's going to be very hard to beat, obviously. Like $1.50, I'll chat about that in overs and unders, but yeah, he's the one to beat. He's the best weight for age horse in Australia. As Pat said, if we get onto a very, very, very heavy track, that's probably the only thing that can beat him.
This is $1 million gift, this race.
I think they get a bonus as well.
Zaki bonus, because it ran...
What is it? There might be a bonus with the Q22, which I don't think he'll go there, but there might be there's a big bonus if you win both races.
Gents, I don't know how deep you went into this race, obviously. Well, I'm assuming not very deep. What about this? There's a Hungarian horse here.
Yeah, Esti Fenny.
I've never seen a Hungarian horse before.
You can't say that. You can't say that on the show, can you?
What did he say?
He said something about Fenny.
Esti Fenny.
Oh, yeah, Esti Fenny.
Matthew Smith's horse. Actually, he was unlucky a couple of times in Melbourne.
Budapest. Oh.
And then he went to Sydney. They ran him in the Wagga Cup, and that was just an on-pace dominated race. And he's actually accepted in Sydney as well. But Matt Smith said he's going to take him to Brisbane. I'm not sure that he could trouble Zaki. I'm very sure that he can't trouble Zaki, but he's got a race in him in Australia for sure.
I got to say, it's a long way to go from Hungary to Wagga.
What?
You arrive here on the flight, and then you got to get the bus down to Wagga. It's
they can't take horses on the bus, mate. That'd be ridiculous.
Or do they fly direct from Hungary into Wagga?
They do.
They might.
How does this come about? So you've got a horse. Its maiden win was a $2,700 race. It just paid $3.60. Only won by half a length. It's come out and it's just been absolutely putting him to the sword in Budapest. It's been beating him by. Geez, it was 12 lengths off the winner here.
The reason it came here was because one of the things that flogged in Budapest ended up running at Queanbeyan and really demolishing them. So it went to Wagga. They bought it for the Wagga Carnival.
Well, this is insane. So it's done most of its racing in Budapest. Obviously, shot over to Bratislava for a 10 of 14 in the Slovensk Derby.
It's a long trip.
Then hit Germany to Hopgarten and Cologne.
But that was Oktoberfest, though. That was the whole
that was April, a bit early, really, in the Rotgen Cup. And then, suddenly it's rocked up in Randwick where, like, what? BJ, tell me, all jokes aside, how would they have seen potential in this horse?
I have no idea.
For it to be here?
No idea. Somebody's bought it.
Yeah, there would be some connection there.
Very lightly raced, 7-year-old with only 18 starts, so...
Wow.
He must have had...
Who have we got here? Actually, it's an interesting...
He must have started racing quite old. He's actually had nearly 2 years off before his first up run this preparation.
Oh yeah, that German race was in May 2019.
So his first start in Australia was in February of 20, and then his second start in Australia was the 2nd of April 22. So he's had 2 years off.
Matty Smith, just bring it along slow.
He must have went amiss.
I think Matty Smith's misses is in this horse. There's a Nuttall in this horse as well. Jeez,
the horse will go well. The horse will win a race. I have no doubt. Not this race, but the horse will win a race in Australia.
More preparation going into Estefany than there is into the Collingwood podcast.
Yeah, careful.
2 years in the making.
I think we've spent enough time on a 60-1 shot anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Woodhead. This isn't the Argentinian horse.
Oh, remember that? Jeez, that. You know what? Maybe remember the Argentinian horse got us the big download spike. Maybe we grab the Hungarian audience now.
Thousands of extra audience members, but they must be supporters of that horse.
Yeah, we'll start the show next week. Hello, Budapest battlers. Welcome to the Leg Up Australia. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's get into the Goodwood because it is a cracking race. So, Morpheville, beauty. Race 8, 1,200 metres, the Group 1 Goodwood. Right now, let me just double check this hasn't stuffed up on me. Our favourite is Extreme Warrior with Jamie Carr on board at $5. Behemoth is at a monstrous $8. The Inferno, $9.60. The Astrologist is same quote. And what's our first? Sevatox and Bella Nipotina sitting around that $14, $15 mark. It's a beautiful race. How does it play out, Paddy?
I'll throw it across to Blakey first, actually.
How does it play out, Blakey?
Yeah, I'm actually excited about this race. I've had a bet in the race at good odds.
Oh, here we go.
And he's going to run very well. So right down the bottom, Mike Moroney trained. Not an option. He was gelded prior to his first up run at Mornington, and he exploded to win there. That race rated really well, and then he was slow to begin in the Extreme Warrior race, who's the current favourite. I think he gets a 2.5 kilo swing on that horse for what was the beaten margin there? The beaten margin was 2.1 lengths. He actually had the best last 200 metres of the day. So they went slow and they zipped home. So he went 12 lengths above standard time for the final 600 metres. So he went absolutely super. And he was 1,200 metres back to 1,100 metres there. And now he gets back up to 1,200 metres, which he won first up, which is perfect. And he's had a little ticker over jump out since, and he went straight past that horse you tipped in the straight 6, Sam. What horse was that? Serious Suspect. Yes, he went past him like he was standing still. And this horse, I just think he's back a different horse. And down on the limit, Group 1, Mike Moroney knows how to win him. I think he's gonna run a really big race at $31 with Bet365.
Ooh, good odds, mate.
I reckon that horse is not an option to win.
Good one.
I'm not with you, Blakey. I'm with the favourite Extreme Warrior. This is the up and coming superstar that we've been waiting for. Last prep in the Coolmore, I had it on top to beat Home Affairs. It was obviously come to the end of its prep. Home Affairs proved itself to be a great horse in that race, winning by 5 or 6 lengths. So Extreme Warrior had that long break, came back and won. I know a lot of people have said that it was a very soft win. It probably should have put a margin on that field, but all they can do and win is win. And after a long break, to come back, win, and then jump out, easy time there. Won its jump out quite easily. Just looking like it was going around for the day. And I think that presents beautifully for this race. And it could really prove itself as a superstar, this prep. So I want Extreme Warrior, especially at the $5. Loving it.
Fair enough.
You fellas not giving my horse a chance. Behemoth.
Yeah, mate, I liked how it got into found a bit of trouble last start and had to go check around him and all that sort of stuff. And I don't know. That might be it now. I think the old Behemoth would have just powered through and won last start, but I'm just not too sure. I'm very wary of the horse, but got to carry the big weight compared to.
Yeah,
she dropped 3 kilos from last start though, but
still giving plenty here.
Yeah, got to beat this guy with 53.5 down the bottom.
In that jump out, Pat, did you see how good Star Patrol looked in behind Extreme Warrior?
Oh, how can you see anything really in the Melbourne jump outs? You get no information bar the horse that you're watching.
Well,
this is extreme choice.
Go back and have a look at the third horse. He's a future Group 1 winner and he goes around in the fifth race at Flemington. He's $1.65 at the moment.
Yeah, nice. I had eyes for one. Extreme choice in that thing. It just loomed and said, "See ya. This is easy."
See ya.
Behemoth seems like he's back on track, Woodhead, but he's not. He's not a horse that I want to be with. The market.
What about the people?
Start.
You got to have huge nuds to be getting on Bo Rossa this start. I cannot believe its stewards report after the last race was just raced poorly, knocked up. That's it.
He didn't beat one home, did he?
It not only didn't beat one home, it looked like it stopped. So
what price is it here?
I thought there was 100% going to be a problem. That's what I'm saying. You've really got to have. It's 40 to 1, so
you can get 50.
You are getting a price for taking the risk, but shivers. I hate seeing them drop out like that. That really irks me. And if it comes out and wins, there's got to be an investigation into this if it does.
Well, here we go. Two's on the show.
Good old Tubes. What a man.
Good old Tubes.
Give him the keys to the Bulldogs.
Tubes many scrums.
Is that where it goes now? Well, we'll do that. We'll leave it. We'll leave the Bulldogs out of it. All right. So not an option for you, BJ, in the Goodwood. Extreme Warrior, and I'm going to stick Big Behemoth. I think at $8, it's a nice little mark to have a bit of a play. Draws well. So
the Inferno's been one of yours. He was a good run in that same race as Behemoth.
It just hasn't proved itself over 1,200 metres in Australia, though, the Inferno.
That's true.
I can't be on that horse.
Savatox XL, he won this race last year, didn't he?
Savatoxel, yeah.
How is that going, Paddy?
Going as well. Nah, it made me hair fall out.
Oh, no. Savatoxel. I told you not to use that stuff.
What was left of it is gone now.
I wouldn't mind having a little bet on... where is she? Bella Nipotina. It's fairly proven in regards to Group
It's got to be needs it wet.
Very nice behind Nature Strip.
Needs it wet, doesn't it? Bella Nip.
I would have thought that race behind what was that now? Snap Dancer. That Snap Dancer race is probably not the race to follow into this race.
Really? Why's that?
Because it just didn't rate as well as like the Extreme Warrior race.
Okay.
I'd be against that race.
Nice.
The big horse has been back 9 into 8 already. There's been a little bit of money for it.
Nothing wrong. Kayla Crowther.
We'll see what happens with them. So I think he was like $3 out to $8 last start. So we'll see what the market does with him on the day, Paddy.
And was getting into trouble.
He did get into a bit of trouble. He found the line well.
Did too. Right, okay. Shit. All right, BJ, let's head over to the Blakebook. Give us one that we are to follow heading into the upcoming weeks. Who do you like?
Yep, one that... This was a tough one for me this week. There was nothing that went through the roof in Sydney. But a Tissue... I think she's back on track. She didn't jump in her first 2 runs of this campaign. She had to go back and trial. She literally wouldn't leave the barriers. But her last 2, she has left the barriers at Hawkesbury. In the Hawkesbury Cup, she went good. She was basically 1,300 metres to a mile and a few weeks between runs there. And then she's gone to Scone and she went absolutely outstanding. The barrier beat her there. She drew wide and she got back and she was 3 deep with cover. But she covered extra ground. She had the best last 200 metres of the day, and I have no doubt she's back on track. She can go back in class, and she's going to be winning a race in the next coming week. So Chris Waller will find a race for her. A Tissue.
Do you remember when I talked to you about a Tissue, Pat?
No.
We were buying the car, and the guy was saying, "Oh, what's the leg up?" This is the car dealer, and one of the other guys in the dealership says, "Yeah, I know the leg up. Something about his sister got him onto it, and his sister owns, is an owner in Warrior Falls, and a horse that they just brought out from New Zealand called a Tissue." And I said, "Oh, that's nice." He goes, "Yeah, she told me to back it this weekend." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure." It came out in 1. That was that. That would have been like September, I'd say. But I think it's won a race. And I thought, oh, okay, I should have followed that. And then I don't think it's won a race since, to be honest with you.
She goes good.
So,
they ran around in
it's a good
Doncaster,
horse.
I'm pretty sure.
That's a great story.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Another car dealer also said, I have listened to the podcast and Pat's shit. So he was right about on all accounts.
How do you know the leg up? Oh, sir, because you're wearing a shirt and a hat that says the leg up on it.
Buying a car. With
and the card says the leg up on it.
You literally just sat here and told us all about it too. Can you at least either buy a car or fuck off? Anyway, we didn't buy a car, so see ya.
But that guy's sister was lovely when I tried to reach out to her.
I have a cry, Pat. BJ, give him a tissue.
I'll put it in the book.
Okay, Patrick Allendorf, give us your $100 strategy for this week.
It's throwing to me first. In my $100 strategy this week, I've got one of Björn's in the first in Sydney.
Oh, there's Björn's boyfriend tipping Björn's horse.
Yeah, so I'm going to do it a bit different this week. I think, because as you guys know, that I've been such a big supporter of Zaki throughout its
and Björn
whole career, that I want to, all the 3 bets that I'm going to have this week, they're all going to be multied with Zaki.
Oh, this could end in disaster.
Zaki is a horse that I believe always had a lot of potential from its first ever start. So I am definitely throwing it in with everything I'm backing today.
So what is this? So this
Saturday,
this is the Zaki all-in.
This is the Pro Zaki Club we're jumping on.
Pro Zaki.
So just anything I say, add Zaki to it. It will be anchoring the multis of a nation on the weekend. Rosehill race
hopes
1.
Of your heart. Rosehill race 1. Let me get there. Yep. Okay. Go for it.
Number 7, O Tycoon, has been trialling an absolute treat. From what I've heard, Björn's best 2-year-old. Not from what I've heard with the trials. I actually watched them, but.
Who told you this?
From what I'm hearing, just a little mole at the track that I know, a little old mole, and I want to be on it. Björn, 2-year-old, first starter. He's saying his best 2-year-old in his stable. So I'll be multing Zaki into O Tycoon for $33.
Hang on, just 1 sec. What was the last trial that you thought was going to be a really nice horse? I think you tipped him in. You said to back him in the Golden Slipper.
I think it was Winks.
What was that called?
I actually think he went around Newcastle on Saturday in a maiden, and he got beat 3.5 lengths.
You're not talking about Metallicity, are you?
Metallicity,
yes, okay.
That's a good futures bet.
Trial Star, you called it. Trial Star.
After its first trial, I think we tried to buy it for $2 million. Jeez, it was lucky they knocked that back too, because we would have been bankrupt.
Me and Blake decided we wear the same shirts so we can just gang up on you. Another trial star out of the Pat book files.
The Metallicity and O Tycoon.
So after that, so poor O Tycoon is it's probably gone now.
It has just had one of the ultimate mocks put on it.
Sorry, Baker Stable.
So hold on. So what? The best 2-year-old he's got in the stable at the moment.
Yep.
Well, I'll be interested to see how this plays out. All right, you're having $33 on O Tycoon into Zaki. Next bet.
Doomben race 6. I am on number 4, Buffalo River.
This is the BRC Sprint.
Obviously, we'll be multing that up with Zaki. So it has the form around horse I was speaking about earlier, Regards Marie running second to it, had a long break. It has been running in some cracking races in its past preparation. So I'm happy to be with Buffalo River here in a field that I don't think has a lot of depth to it. So
I like this race.
You do?
I like one in this race as well, boys.
I love the inclusion of
listening?
Coxie, get on Sir Warwick. It's currently, I don't know what it is. It'll be friggin' 20 to 1 somewhere.
Yeah, it is.
Sir
Yeah,
Warwick.
20s with a couple of joints. Boom bet.
Yeah, leave it with me. Okay. So Buffalo River at $5.60 into Zaki. Opie Bossum on board as well.
Yeah, Opie Bossum, that was a lovely, lovely inclusion there.
That's
Opie
a great crowd.
And the third one is Extreme Warrior down in the Goodwood into Zaki. They are my 3 bets. Just
What are we
divide it
calling
up.
this? So this is the pro. Like, is this the Zaki anchor of the week?
It's the Pro Zaki Club.
Pro Zaki Club, right? Okay.
The PZC.
You are one of the greatest backflippers in history.
Oh,
you
mate, I am like a Russian
absolutely
gymnast.
love putting your foot down and then completely going back on what you.
Can get on a bandwagon. Just hitch me to it. Tap my Opie card.
We'll chuck it up on the socials how much you're having on those bets. But yes, good luck and good luck.
3
to Zaki.
horses that all need Zaki to salute to have any sort of chance. Otherwise, they'll obviously be death-ridden.
Yeah, well, that'll be interesting to see if you're what's worse than the anti-Zaki club next week if Zaki doesn't.
If it doesn't win, I will
all
get
3 of your multis.
If it doesn't win, I will get the shirts made before the show next week.
What,
the ATC.
3 anti-Zaki?
Yeah.
There are 3, so
Zaki
the
with
anti-Zaki club.
The red
AZC.
cross.
Blake won't
Yeah.
wear his.
If
I
it
won't
gets
wear
beat,
it.
he will.
I won't wear
I'll
it.
wear it.
I won't wear it.
I don't like that. I can't. That is not my horse. BJ, your $100 strategy, please, sir.
Yep, pretty straightforward for me. $53 on front page in the straight 6, so that's Flemington race 7. He's the current favourite. I think he'll be winning. Then I'm going to be having $16 on Not an Option. Morpheville race 8, that's the Goodwood. I think he's huge overs at his current quote of $31. And then I'm going to be having a bet in the same race as Pat in Doomben race 6. Doomben race 6, I'm backing Oscar Zulu. Just going to
Get out of my race.
We're all in
both
this
of yous.
race. We're
Both
all
of
in
yous.
this race.
Yep,
This
I'm
is
just going to
fun.
check. Best
Oscar
price
Zulu,
available.
best price is $13 with whatever bookie has an
$13.
O over an X.
Yep, $13 with WinBet.
Win bet.
WinBet, yeah, WinBet. So we'll take
WinBet,
the $13
yeah.
with WinBet if you've got an account.
Stick it, win bet.
He
Obviously
was backed as
careful
if
with them.
unbeatable in a takeover target at Gosford, and that was just short of his
Allegedly.
best. 13.50 second up, heavy track. He draws to get a nice run behind the speed. He's a horse that needs to build momentum, and he just wasn't allowed to do that first up in the takeover target. He just had absolutely no room, and he should have finished much closer to them. So I think he'll be well supported. Been to Queensland before, and his best would go very, very, very close to winning this race. So I think $13 is a very good price for him.
When I mentioned to you that I was having a bet in a BRC sprint, did you just immediately say, I'm going to tip something else?
No, actually, I I don't usually do the form everywhere, so I have a black book, and he's one of the horses that was in my black book, and he turned up in Brisbane, so done the form for the race and found him.
Good boy.
Great in your race. So we're liking 3 horses in the same race. I like it. Love it. Okay, let's get down to brass taxes. It's the overs and unders. We need to find out what we're doing with the faves of the weekend, what prices we're
let
taking,
me ask first.
when we're going to take it. Yeah, we'll just wait till I finish talking and then you talk. That's how stuff works. Come on, what is it then? Now I've stopped talking, you talk.
Can I go?
Go Zaki. CJ, what do you like in Zika?
Tell me about Zaki. When do I put these multis
I
on?
will tell you about Zaki. I actually think we're going to get better than what's the current price? $1.50?
I got $1.50. Let me just double check.
Jeez,
on that.
$1.70.
I was happy to eat $1.50.
I think we'll get better than. I think we'll get.
So you're saying wait?
I think we'll get better than $1.50. I just, given the fact that I believe that we're going to be on a heavy 9 or a heavy 10. I know he was very good in that Queen Elizabeth on a heavy 10, but his best rating ever was at Doomben in this race last year, but that was on a good surface, and he's never reproduced it since. His ratings on very heavy surfaces don't get him to $1.50. So I have him marked closer to $1.80. So I think you're going to get. You're not going to get in the black, but I think we're going to get better than $1.50.
Well, I guess wait then, eh?
Wait, yeah. Well,
I hope you're right.
I would take. Well, if you can get best of the best or top fluctuation or something like that, there might be a bit of $1.90 around if you get lucky.
So what did you say?
You're
you
saying
got it marked as
$1.80.
$1.80. So 11% less chance of winning.
Well, I've Polly Gray marked a lot shorter if we get to a heavy 10.
Yeah, if they make it a swimathon.
Yeah, so I think she's the one to beat. I think Wetter can improve. I'm not sure that he can beat Zaki, but he had really good section. He was only second up there, and he had really good sectionals between the 1,000 and 600 and sort of just floundered late. So he can strip fitter, and I think he'll finish off the race a little bit better. Maxim will probably get scratched because he just won't go yard in a heavy track. And Kukaracha was good from the back the other day chasing Zaki, but I think Zaki's easily the best horse, the best weight for age horse in Australia, but just if we get to a heavy 10, I think he's probably slightly vulnerable.
Can you throw rocks at those birds, Pat? They're very loud.
It sounds
They in Blake's
wonderful.
house as well.
Sounds wonderful.
Oh, those birds are doing a burnout. Yeah, straight out the front of my garage here.
That's what
You bloody
happens when
birds
you're
keep it down.
in industrial complexes or industrial areas. That's where the burnouts happen. BJ, let's talk about front page. I mentioned it before. Obviously, in the straight six at Flemington, the first race we did in the feature races. I've got best price right now with our friends at Boombet having it $3.45. Is it to take that price? You think it's going to come in?
I do. I think he starts between $2.50 and $3. I think he last preparation he wasn't at his best. This prep, I just think that they've got him right. He was well back to win first up. He was $4.40 into $3.80. Sat on a very fast speed at Wagga, and he raced away with the race. Last 400 was outstanding. Put a gap in them. His best ever performance was Flemington 1,200 metres on a soft 5. So I think we're going to be somewhere around that mark, probably a good 4 on Saturday. And he'll race on speed, and I have him trending back up towards that performance, and that has him marked around that 260, 270 mark. So I think he's a cracking bet for mine at this stage.
I like that. I'm going to have that bet, to be honest.
340. And if he can reproduce what he did first up, he should be winning.
See, if you think about that, if you're betting with someone that is giving you, what do you call them? Like boosts, you're going to get closer to $4 when you're thinking it might get, as around mid-2s or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get that short. I think about 280. I think that's where he starts.
Were you doing a $100 strategy this week, Woodhead?
Mate, I haven't been doing them.
No, he hasn't.
I thought you might have thrown one out for Coxie.
Oh, I didn't know about the Coxie thing. I've had a bit on my plate this week, to be honest, and I don't want to. I think that's what I said a couple of weeks ago when BJ was sitting next to me. I'm not going to be doing them during the lead up with the app and everything like that because I just can't commit the time, unfortunately. I know, so I'm going to disappoint a lot.
You'll have to reach out to Coxie and just let him know about the time factor. That's why you've been.
Mate, I've given him one. I gave him Serious Suspect and I gave him bloody the thing in the BRC sprint. Sir Warwick.
We'll let you know, Coxie.
Actually, you will like Sir Warwick too, Paddy, because Sir Warwick is trained by Kurt Capewell's brother.
Yeah, Luke Capewell, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah, he played here at Burleigh Bears, and they've got a good one. And I think if they have a good crack this week, I think they have an option. They actually have a chance of getting a ticket into the Stratty. So I'm excited to see if this horse has got what it takes. So beautiful. Okay, overs and unders. Actually, I've got one more for you. So I know we spoke about Extreme Warrior. Are we taking the price on offer now? I haven't got the page up in front of me.
Yep,
$5.
$5.
I reckon it's come in.
I think he's a touch shorter than that too.
Yeah.
What race is it? It's Morphettville race 7 or 8?
I think
7.
Morphettville race 8. Yeah, Morphettville race 8. $5 is the best price available. That's available with Boombet and with Top Sport. I have him marked $5.50 Woodhead. So most of the places are around $4.40. So I think he has to get back out in the market. He's got that one massive performance, which was at Caulfield when he beat Profiteer second up last preparation. I do think there's a little bit more to come out of him first up. But I think he was, in my opinion, with the market support, I think he should have done a little bit more first up. He sat on a slow speed and he quickened nicely, but he had a big drop off in that last furlong, and I would have expected him to do more. He's a colt who will be going to stud very soon, and I would have expected the stable to have him really wound up first up, so I wouldn't expect too much improvement into this run, and if he is to win the race, I think he has to improve a couple of legs. So I think that he is currently under the odds.
Not far off. $5. Get out $5.50. Okay. Stream Warrior. That's it, gents. Is there anything else we're forgetting? I want to give one more plug to the Punt Club, and then we'll piss off. Basically,
No, just get in early. Get your slots in early.
Hold on. It is capped. So it is capped.
It's not capped, I don't think, is it?
Yeah, 200k.
No, it's more than that. But if we have there's a couple of guys that we know, a couple of paid members that I think will be trying to take a few of the bigger allotted, taking their $1,000 through however many avenues they can. So you've got to get in. We got, how many days we got, BJ? Is it 27 days or I think it's less?
Yeah, 23 or something like that. But yeah, if you're thinking about testing out members only for a weekend, this is a good way to do it. Go and buy a few shares because we'll be backing all the strategy horses. They're the bets that I'm going to be having on the Saturday, and we'll be having a real crack.
Paddy, you better start doing your homework, mate. I'll be seeing what the punters want to do. I'll be having a look at their bets and their selections, and I'll be putting them on behalf of the people.
Wonder how many
we're buying in. I'm going to buy in personally as well. I want to really show support on this. You are shining right now, son. Did they just put the back porch light on for you?
I get that glow about me when we start talking about it.
You look good.
Well, yeah, look good. Skin looks good, everything like that. So make sure you get involved. You can be as involved as anyone else in this for $20. $20, you are in. Make sure you get all your friends involved. Make sure you get your mum, get everybody involved. We're going to do it. It's going to be a live stream. The best thing about the live stream is we will be able to have you guys in there watching it, commenting. I'll be talking to you guys. Any questions that the punters have for BJ and Pat and our mystery guest, get involved. Make sure you crack a beer. Enjoy the day with us because it's going to be a hell of a fun ride. And that's that. I think we might do some comps leading up to it. And that's that. Hooroo, punters. Say goodbye, fellas. Let's get out of here.
See you,
boys.
Ciao.